Welcome back to the QORcast podcast. Welcome back, and we got some gaming news today. Some interesting news, and sorry.
There you go.
Audio listeners are not going to see this, but we're doing. We always do like a little dance every time. We got exactly. So we got some news today. Before we start, we want to thank QOR for sponsoring the podcast and let us do this every week and let us talk shit about other games for every week. So thank you, QOR. And the annual COD has returned, where everyone's going to go in. Everyone either is going to overhype it or drop it after a week and say it's a shit game. So we're at the stage where everyone's hyping it up right now. And I'm not even going to talk about the multiplayer. I'm talking about the zombies. It is ass.
It looks like Helldivers. It's straight up, like, I haven't played it, but it looks like the clip I keep seeing is like with the mech suit like looking thing, right?
Yeah.
Where you're in like third person and it literally just looks like Helldivers. I'm like,
because also like they were when they were playing the beta, I think I remember streaming it, like there was a stream. Like my biggest thing, right, is the environment. That's what makes Call of Duty Zombies so good, right? It's always the environment. You look up Mob of the Dead. You look at Transit. You look at Nuketown Zombie. Even Nuketown Zombies was good, right? It's basic, but the environment was amazing, right? You look at this. There's blue, clear skies. It looks very peaceful, and then there's a little bit of zombies there. And I'm like, this is not zombies. There's no urgency in this game. Like, that's my biggest thing about it. It's like you spend so much time hyping it, be like, yeah, we worked on this game for 4 years. We did this, we did that. It's gonna be great. And I'm like, and then you come out with this? Like, it makes no sense to me.
I feel like ever since COD like went on the 2-year cycle, like it somehow got worse. Like I don't know how that makes any fucking sense either. Like,
how do you spend more time on the game to make it worse? Like there's no, like, how did you go from like a Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, great Call of Duties, then you went from 4, and there's Cold War, and then now this.
Because
it's like it's the same
3
shit.
Was like a 2-year cycle game too, right?
And 2 to 3, yeah. I'm pretty sure, yeah, because like, they switched companies.
Was a fucking dog shit game. Like,
you don't like Modern Warfare 3?
Dude, that game was like unfinished.
Are you talking about the remaster or like the 2019, or are you talking about the older one?
Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah, you think Modern Warfare 3 is a bad game?
Not the old one.
Oh, I thought you could talk about the old one.
I said it's the first one with the 2-year cycle, you clown.
Oh my god, okay. Yeah.
Modern Warfare 3 is like an unfinished game. Like, it's actually dog shit.
Yeah.
No,
you know what I think it is?
Modern Warfare 3 is fine. It's not my favorite, but it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. You know what I think ruined it? I think Warzone single-handedly ruined COD. Because COD was not bad until they added Warzone. Then when Warzone got into it, it got worse.
I actually really liked Warzone, like, when it came out. I thought at the time,
because we were in COVID,
it was like a great battle royale. I liked it more than like Fortnite, PUBG, like all those. But yeah. I feel like it got kind of stale. I know I didn't encounter this as much. Maybe I just stopped playing before this, but like I know the cheater problem was like a big thing. And then like it drove people to not like to play the game as much. And that's fine. But then I feel like they started just revolving like the whole thing around Warzone when like it was over. Like they could have just left it where it was in like Modern Warfare 2019 and then just like cut it out. But now it's like all your COD games are on like one fucking launcher and stuff. Like they just want, I mean, like, I guess this is a business decision and it's like, but like they just want all the games to be like revolving around Warzone and that like bridges between them. But it's stupid. Who cares?
Yeah, my thing is like, if you wanted to Warzone, I mean, Warzone was successful. It is successful. I mean, it was in the esports World Cup. Like, there was a category just for Warzone esports World Cup. So it's good, right? But my thing is, like, if it's going so good, why not just keep it and then just update the game? Update it like, I don't know, like Apex. Like, you have Apex and you drop it, like, release, and then you just update the game.
It should be its own thing.
Yeah, like just make it its own thing. Okay, you know what? Hey, if you only want to play Warzone, here's a launcher for that, and we'll just keep updating that. And then boom, that's it. You'll make money. You'll have a fan base just for Warzone, and you'll have a fan base for COD. And then like I've always said this when I was little. If they made just a game just for zombies, like COD just for zombies, I'd buy it every year. I'd buy it every year if it was just for just COD just for zombies. But because I have to buy the multiplayer also, I'm always conflicted. Like for me, it was always COD zombies that drove me into playing it. The multiplayer was like, okay, my Black Ops 2 multiplayer I enjoyed. Okay, I'll admit that was fun. That was peak multiplayer. Was Black Ops 2 multiplayer.
I think the Call of Duty multiplayer was fun in 2009 to like 2015 when it was good.
Yeah.
Or 2007, sorry. But I feel like it's just old now. Like it's actually the same shit. It's just the movement gets different. But like,
yeah.
It's the same game modes. I mean, the kill streaks or the score streaks are different. But like, you're just running around shooting people. No one actually really cares. And if you're playing Search and Destroy competitively, I'm sorry, that's like such a fucking stupid thing. Like, who cares about Search, bro?
I think the COD scene as a whole is just like, who gives a shit?
I think like hate me if you want. I'm ready for it, but Call of Duty as like an esport or like a competitive game to be taken seriously is like crazy to me. So like I don't know. Warzone's different because like the battle royale ones are like that's different, but I just think like all the game modes are made to be casual. Search and Destroy is like the most watered down fucking defusal game mode you could ever play. Like, there's no stakes in it. There's no pushing your advantage or whatever. Every round you pick your class, right? Every round you pick your class, you get the same shit. There's no penalty for losing a round besides your score not going up. Like, what kind of competitive scene is that?
I think what they fumbled the bag is they didn't make Warzone its own thing, and then they couldn't separate Warzone and regular COD by itself.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're gonna get money, you're gonna get the players no matter what. So why not just separate the two, and then you can get your player base through that. That's like for example 2K. If they just made like all those sports games, if they just made one, updated it, and if the graphics get too old, okay, you can make a new one, but for example, you could just make it one thing and just keep updating the game.
Like so that's what I'm saying. Like if they just took they just made an NBA 2K, and then every year instead of making a new game, they just like updated the rosters or whatever.
Yeah. For example, 2K. Like for me, I'm a basketball guy, so like okay, last year's roster. Okay, next year's update, we're changing the whole roster because the teams change and all that. If you do something like that, more and more people will be inclined to play the game.
Instead of like 2K is a pretty big game.
It is a pretty big game. People
just buy it because basketball,
Oh yeah, 100. That's what I'm saying. There's so many basketball fans internationally. Basketball is an international thing. Like so many NBA fans internationally, not just from the States, would play the game just because of their favorite players and their favorite team or all that. And you're still gonna get your money because people will drop hundreds of dollars on the game. It's a gacha game. Hot take, but sports games are gacha games.
Oh, they are 100%. But
they are gacha games.
Now that you're saying that, and people buy these games every year, it's like, why would they do it for free when they can get you $70 and have the gacha game?
Yeah.
I don't understand the competitive integrity in sports games either. Cause like
it makes no sense.
I'm not gonna act like I'm an expert. I don't play sports games or anything like that. But I've heard that in multiple sports games you could just like buy like max out stats for your players or something. Like optimally you just like make a team of like the most maxed out players that like you could just pay for. And then that's how you play, and I'm like,
that's my thing.
It's like it's a gacha game.
People make fun of like Genshin Impact and all that. Oh, like that's a gacha game. You can buy your way into everything. Brother, 2K, Madden, like MLB, those are all gacha games. Like, it's just
Genshin Impact is not a game that is like PvP. Right?
Yeah, and that's not even a PvP game. No, it's not. It's PvE.
It's like co-op single player, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, PvE. But
so that's what I'm like saying. It's I've been thinking about this. I'm like the more and more I see about this like the games, the clips, like how much you have to pay to max out your own player. By the way, there's like leagues where you can max out, like you can create a character and then you buy stats to max him out. You can pay that to get him boosted and make it faster, so you're dominating the game early on release. So you are this 2K and all of them are gacha games. You guys are just don't the 2K
might $70 up front for them.
Yeah, like the pre-order bonuses. The pre-order bonuses come with like a V-buck, like not V-bucks, they're like V currency, like currencies for the game, and you can use that currency to level up your player, so then you can go play against other people and just dominate because your stats are way above people who bought the game standard. So that's my thing. It's like you guys are idiots. To people who buy 2K and all those sports game every year.
You're stupid.
You guys are idiots.
You're stupid.
You're stupid. Like, and then 2K is also stupid. No, 2K is they're geniuses because they're milking the shit out of you, and they know they don't have to fix their game because you guys are idiots and will still buy the game. you guys are Call of Duty sports fans. You're stupid.
I think spending money on it afterwards for like stupid shit is dumb, right? But I wouldn't necessarily say that the people who buy those games are stupid. It's more just like, how do you say this? Casual people don't like really care that much.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. No one else in my house really plays video games besides like me. But let's say like my uncle, he buys Call of Duty every year. He kind of buys it. He's like, I'm going to play it no matter what because like, that's what everyone plays. And if I don't like it, I'll get the next one next year. If not, whatever. People are going to buy the game just to have the game. Because, like, they don't care. They just want to sit down and play Xbox or PlayStation or whatever. And same thing with the sports games. They're like, well, no one's going to be playing the old one because the new one's out. I don't care if it's good or bad. I'm going to play it anyways. And that's kind of just like what the casual player base is. Is it good for like the people who care? Not really. But like, is it good for like the companies? Of course, because they know that if they make 2K every year, if they make 2K every like 6 months, I guarantee you it would sell. Guarantee you.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised also.
If they made
people spend money on it.
2K, let's say 25, and then they made 2K 25 2, like, and one of them release in January and one of them release in like June or July, it would sell.
Oh yeah.
Just because people, like, not because people are stupid. It's just they don't care. It's like they want, like, whatever the new game is what everyone plays, so I'm gonna get it.
You know, thank God, because my little brother, he's like 2 years now, or yeah, about a year now, he's like gotten a PC. So we got him a gaming PC. And he had, like, before that, would play on the PlayStation, but he would play FIFA a lot, which is like that because he's a big soccer guy. He loves soccer. Yeah. He loves Liverpool and all them. So for him, it's like, oh, I want to play FIFA because it's my favorite team and all that, which I understand, you know, he's a kid. He wants to play sports, go ahead. He wants to just play for fun. And he was really addicted to it for a year. But then, I kid you not, one day out of the blue, he's like, yeah, I really don't like sports games anymore. Like, they're just stupid and I don't want to spend money on it. Because he's like, what, 13 at the time? He's like, yeah, I don't really want to spend money on it. And like, I can't compete with these guys because they're buying it and they're getting the best characters while I have like shitty players. And then we got him a PC, he plays Valorant, which is, I'm like, unlucky. Okay, it is what it is. Unlucky. But you know what's shocking? He's like, because there's family share now in Steam. So me, my little brother, and my older brother, we all have gaming PCs now. So we're all game sharing games. So like, for example, my older brother, he has Space Marines 2 and he loves that game. Like, he got it and he loves the game because he also played Helldivers and he loved it too. So he's like, hey, let me game share to you and then we can play together. We've been playing. Mm-hmm. Like, that's something, like, I'm so excited that my family is like now moved on from sports games because my little brother's like, hey, can I play some single player games? So I recommended him Black Flag, like Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and he said he loved it. He didn't beat the game yet, but my little brother, he said he loved it. So I think more and more people, I deadass think.
I mean, that's also a AAA game.
Yeah, but I'm saying like 2K fans and like sports fans and Call of Duty fans, play one single player game. I want them to play one single player story driven game and see how you enjoy it. And if you still think that a sports game or COD is better, then like there's no saving you. Because like I feel like everyone should be entitled to at least play one story game. Like for me, like that also like I was already into story. Like for example, I love Borderlands, like I love the series. But also after playing Cyberpunk 2077, now I just want to start playing single player games. Like there's so many single player games that I'm like, damn, I missed out on. Now I want to go back and play it. I feel like everyone should be entitled to at least play a single. Like for you play Silent Hill, the remastered, and you said you loved it.
Yeah,
so like I feel like
I'm not like new to single player games. I've been playing single player games.
That's what I'm saying. But like, is single player games that are good? They always have a lasting impression on you.
Oh yeah.
Not like COD when or 2K where it's like a temporary thing and then you get over it. Like single player games have such a lasting impact on you.
With COD.
It used to
like pre 2013
or pre 2015, yeah.
Because I think BO3 is like the real like end to that like whole era.
BO3 was the last good COD.
I mean, like Infinite Warfare was I thought it was okay, but like I just think like that's when people started clocking out. You know, people started opening their eyes.
You know what I think is underrated? I might get hate for this. You remember COD Ghost?
Yeah, that's a stupid.
Do you remember the Extraction, their zombies version?
Alien? Yeah.
I actually enjoyed the shit out of it. It was so much fun. It was unique.
It's okay to be wrong sometimes.
No. My thing was it was unique because it was different and they tried to do. They at least attempted and they were really like it was fun because it was like they had their own perk system. The zombies weren't like standard. It was really good. It was like Extraction. It was really nice. I think it was really really good. And unfortunately, there's not going to be a Ghost 2, but if there was a Ghost 2 for it, I would have played it just for that, and it was good. But that was the only reason I liked Ghost. Was the Extraction. Multiplayer was shit, and everything else was shit. But that was the only thing I liked about it. But yeah, that's COD news. Again, if you play COD and only COD, play a story game. You'll love it for once.
All right.
We got now we have Valorant news. So. There's open qualifiers right now. So for anybody that doesn't know, how it works is we're going into stage 3. So technically, we're still in the 2024 season. We're not in 2025 yet.
Obviously.
So there's team. Yeah, just it's
only October.
Yeah, I don't know if people don't know that, but so because Oxygen and M80 don't have a team trialed anymore, they technically lost their spots. So they don't have a spot anymore because Oxygen and M80 they don't have a team anymore. And Dark Zero technically doesn't have a team, but they just went back to Turtle Troops, the core guys.
Yeah.
So there are currently 8 teams that are solidified. So, of course, Core is one of them. We still have our spot left. We're still staying. As of now, we're still staying. And now there's 6 more slots. So right now what's going on is that there's open qualifiers through Premier system. And that's where the games are. I don't think they're streamed.
In Valorant, like the ranked.
Yeah, like Premier within Valorant, people are going through it, and then they're qualifying through that. As of right now, the only team that has been qualified right now is Rose and Nightblood Gaming, which is, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of badass. And then another team called Blue Otter.
That's
and
hard.
Their logo. I'm gonna send it in to you. Low-key is just an otter with a headset. And I kind of fuck with the logo. I have to I gotta agree. I gotta fuck with it. Because it's great.
Ooh,
so they have qualified, right? So they qualified. So that's 3 teams, and there's 3 more teams. The third stage doesn't start till I believe November or December. If I'm not mistaken, it's either November or December. That's when the stage 3 happens. And after that, the official 2024 season will be over. And then 2025 will happen when they announce that also. Mm-hmm. For the format, I mean, it's okay.
It's basically just like mid-season cup again. Right?
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty similar.
It's not like, yeah. Like, I'm not, it's kind of off-putting. Because if, for example, like we didn't qualify for playoffs nor the Ascension. So we haven't had a match till, I believe, August, correct? Our last match was like... End of July, yeah. End of July, we haven't played a single match. So from end of July till now, which is 3 months or 4 months, it's going to be like 4 months. We're just sitting here doing nothing, which we hoped that there were more events or more tournaments, but unfortunately there wasn't enough.
Unfortunately,
we didn't
make it. So like,
unfortunately, we didn't make it. Would you have went to Mexico if we qualified for that LAN?
Maybe. That depends on a couple things, but. Maybe.
Oh my god! But for us, it's we were hoping for more tournaments because this 4-month stretch has been kind of awkward because we're just sitting here, and I think all the other guys have. I mean, now they've posted. Basically, they all have been got LFT, and we're currently trialing players right now. Don't try to DM us because we don't even know. Don't ask us because we don't even know who's being trialed or anything. So we're gonna have to wait till then. But for the most part, I think it's a little awkward. I mean, I'm not mad about more matches. I'm just saying that a little awkward about the big space of no time.
Is a little interesting, but.
Yeah, because there's no real tournaments going on. I mean, there's the only ones I can think of is there's something called the Mr. Funhaver. He has ones, but those are more like
well, that's
for people
like its
who
own
just,
thing. You don't get anything PCT related for that. That's just like to do it.
I would have liked it maybe if they started stage 3 a little bit, like maybe a month after Ascension finished, just to be like, okay, guys, here's one more thing, and then you guys can go do free agency and teams and all that, just so we can be more mentally prepared. But now it's just a little awkward now. And I mean, I get it, but I hope maybe next year their format is just a little bit better or a little bit more transparent, I believe. I do like how they're doing the open qualifiers through Premiere.
There was actually a little bit of open qualifiers seems really scrappy, like OG VCT, like that.
Yeah, it's just straight through Premiere.
Forward to
I like it.
It's dirty. It's scrappy. I love it.
Teams you've never heard of, players you've never heard of, just qualifying, which is great.
Where the girl kissers at? Like,
oh my god, shout out to Girl Kissers. Those were that was OG team,
bro.
That was a team. I think Strong Legs was in it, if I'm not mistaken. He's like the one trick Sky player, but he was in it, I believe. That was OG. I liked it. But there was actually also, I believe there was a controversy also. So there was the two teams, Rose and Nightblood Gaming, qualified. And here was the statement that Knights made. Due to player disconnection due to Vanguard, the playoff from Episode 9, Act 2 weren't fully completed. Thus, we decided to allocate a third slot for Challengers Stage 3 for the affected teams. To adjust for 3 Premier teams being promoted into Stage 3 main event, the Stage 3 open qualifiers will now have 2 team spots available for Stage 3 and promotion. Mm-hmm. Episode 9, Act 2 Premier team, 1337 Val and Foolish Iguanas will compete in a 1 best-of-3 matches to determine which team will claim the third spot for Stage 3. So I saw online where someone was in the middle of Vanguard, so he didn't cheat. Like, it was showing that he didn't cheat, but he got disconnected and it showed that there was a cheater detected in the Premier match. But none of the players cheated. It was just a disconnection. And then they just stopped the match, and then they gave it to the other team as a winning team because disconnected.
Yeah.
So I think for that is they fixed it, and they just promoted the 2 teams, and then they have one more slot for those 2 other teams. So 1337 Val and Foolish Iguanas are now competing in a best-of-3. Mm-hmm. So again, good for them. But I haven't been really keeping up with the Premier status, but I mean, I guess we have to wait until see.
Once it gets juicy, it'll be good.
Yeah, until we hit to Stage 3, it gets juicy. But again, right now it's going through Premiere, so I guess if you guys want to know information, look up Knights Arena and then see what they're going on through there. And yeah, that's it for Val News. For Val News, that's it.
Yeah, I think that's everything.
That is everything. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Make sure to
QORgaming.com/shop.
QORgaming.com/shop.
It looks cool.
Make sure to buy merch. We still have a lot of merch left. If you guys want a jersey, we have a jersey there also. So make sure to shop there. And thank you guys. Appreciate you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.